I think that'll.
Got it.
All right. And then Michelle, if you want to.
Call the meeting to order.
Yeah, perfect.
Calling the special meeting June 27th, school board special meeting to order. Take it away, Sue.
All right. Thanks everyone for meeting. So the only agenda item is the resignation agreement with Brenda. And so just because this is a public meeting, last time we met, it was about the position and voted to go into layoff status and eliminate that position. And then since then, I've been in discussions with Brenda, the person in that who's impacted by that decision, and have a proposal for a resignation agreement amount that would be like a payout connected to that. So we discuss, I'll just give you the thing and then I'll open for discussion or questions if that works. So we discussed, and a lot of this is like the late notice we talked about in the last meeting, and that impacts ability to get jobs, those kind of things. There's also you know, ability to bump, and just sitting in a holding pattern is never an ideal thing. So Brenda and I have met and talked a couple times, and what we're proposing is 80% of her salary from this year, which is a combination of the 0.5 administrator and 0.1 teacher, which pay pretty close to each other. And then plus, as an administrator, she gets vacation payout at half of the normal because of her halftime position. And so 80% of that amount is $47,336.97. And so I'll pause there and see if anybody has questions, comments, ideas, concerns. And then ultimately, this would be an action item. We didn't really say that at the beginning, but ideally it's an action item that we move forward, and then I can submit that form to her. And she has the template of the form. It's recommended from Pace Legal and used in other districts. We crosswalk those, and has been lots of through legal counsel and all those things. And what I should say is she also in that agreement has 21 days to decide to accept it, and then 7 days following when she turns it in. At any point in the 21 days she can submit it, and then has 7 days to change her mind if she's so wanted. I see a question from Mary. We arrived at the 80% together. We did.
I just wondered if it seems if it's an action item that initially what we want is a motion, a second, and then discussion, and questions can be in there, correct? That seems like the right format. Does anyone disagree with that format? Okay, Andrea, you're cool with it, and Mary, you're cool with it because I can't hear or see you.
Sorry, I to my phone because for whatever reason my Google was not working on my computer. So
okay, so fun. I just asked if everybody is cool with us, with me asking for a motion, getting a second, and then we'll have the discussion and questions for Sue. Is everyone cool with that format? Yep. Okay, and Mary, you are too, I'm guessing, because you're not. I can't hear.
And Mary fell off for a second, but
oh,
I know she's back, but she might have missed the question on the. Yeah, I think we're good.
I'll entertain a motion. I need a motion.
I'm sorry, I dropped off for a second, so I missed it.
Mary,
You missed so you want Sue to start from the beginning?
No, just whatever you said.
Oh, I was saying that I would entertain a motion. We would get a second, and then we would have our discussion and questions for Sue. So I'm just waiting for a motion from somebody.
Is this to accept or go with the 80%? Is that what you're asking? Okay.
Or do we want to have a conversation before we have a motion?
I mean, I don't mind making a motion because then it's just discussion and we vote. So, yeah, I mean, but I don't, the language, like I'm not having it in front of me. So Sue, can you type the figure in to the chat? Okay.
The answer is yes. Let me find the chat. There we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, I move that we approve the like a severance compensation offer. I'm not sure what to call it necessarily, but for a total of $47,336.97.
Do I hear a second?
I second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? Let's talk about this a little bit. I just want to make sure that I understand that you and Brenda actually came to this amount mutually.
We did.
All
Yeah,
right.
we met on today's Thursday. I think Tuesday morning, if I recall. It's been a long week, but pretty sure it was Tuesday morning, and we met, and she felt very strong about a strong agreement, very great conversation around this number.
Other questions for Sue?
No, I mean, Jaren, we're here a little bit, but Sue, you must have talked about it with Jaren about like budgetary, like where this fits and everything. And I know that this switch, changing that position or laying that position off isn't going to end up saving money over time. Like I think the number was $20,000 a year. I just, are there any budgetary concerns that you or Jaren identified that that you could share with us that we need to know about?
Yeah, so this number ends up so with where we'd put money this next year for that position would cost us $2,000 overall, and then following year we'd be saving the 20,000 from there. So I feel good about where it landed on the number. That was some of the conversation that Brenda and I had together.
Okay, you're saying because we had this in that budget and that we approved, we had this position in there, this money is set aside for that already.
Yep.
Okay, got it. Okay. And I don't think I have any other questions, other people?
No?
None here.
Okay, this looks like a really short meeting. So hearing no other questions, all those in favor, let's see, except for Mary, let's go around with a verbal aye or nay. Mizu?
Aye.
Abby?
Aye.
Yeah. Annie?
Aye.
Mary?
Aye.
All right, so and I say aye as well. That's unanimous. The motion passes. What else do you need from us, Sue?
That is it. I took notes here. I'll get them to Jaren, and then I let Brenda know that the meeting was today. And I'll submit the resignation agreement to her in the next 20 minutes. And then the process of the clock that I said, 21 days plus 7 days, starts there. I don't think, well, I'm not going to speak for Brenda, but based on our conversation, I don't expect that to go on. And then we would vote. So when she signs that, that's a thing. On the next board meeting, we'll put acceptance of resignation into an action item. This is just voting on the number to put into that agreement.
All right,
Yeah, should we move and I don't want to make assumptions about any of the process, but that would be the process if it goes how we talked about.
just for the record, I'd like it known that from my point of view, and I don't have, I haven't had conversations with every staff member ever, but Brenda Moyer was one of the most loyal, loved our community beyond, and gave it her best. I really believe that her blood bleeds Mapleton blue, and gonna miss her around campus.
Yep, I second that.
Yep. Hard choices, but like we know, we did this because of the position, not because of the person. So this is the resolution to the staffing, and I'm grateful to you, Sue, for seeing it through. Onward.
Yeah, and I want to say the same thing. Like, and also I didn't talk to Brenda about this because you can't assume the next piece in this process, but I do think Brenda, the bleeding Mapleton blue is the perfect description of that, but also deserves and will get a proper retirement party, because
Yeah.
the timing of this hinders that. So I'm hoping, I don't know if Brenda will watch this, but I will talk to her. I'm hoping that's a hell of a party that we recognize and honor it's like 37 years, I believe, of Mapleton work, not including forever of Mapleton. So
Right. Thanks. We'll look forward to hearing about that. We'll come in droves.
yeah. So awesome. Well, thank you guys for jumping on here, and have a wonderful night.
Thanks.
And oh, I saw sorry, Mary, hold on. My chat's covered, but I did see a question. Did you get a yes? Okay. Never mind. Good night.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye, buddy.